week freak treat. Fat chance minutes 45 to 50. I'm Adam Falker, and you're in.
And I'm Urine. I'm also Steve, and what an episode we have for you today. It is minutes 45 to 50
Correct.
of Chance Cleveland Zone.
The Cleveland Steamer, Sarah LeJean, stars in Chance.
That's a good artist name for a person who's going to produce and direct and act.
For sure, yeah. What we'd call a triple threat.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can act, they can produce, they can edit.
Act with pillows.
Yeah, act as pillows? Yes.
Sing.
Bing? Man, what are you talking?
She can sing!
I haven't seen any evidence of that. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think she can sing. I think that was a lip sync by somebody else.
Yeah. Who do you think was actually singing?
Justin or Ethan, just off camera.
That's cool.
They have beautiful singing voices. These beautiful boys with beautiful singing voices. Not some chance.
Well, they were stars in the boy choir, and their beautiful small testicles help them sing well.
Yep, they're both castrated. Spoiler alert for this 5 minutes, they're both castrated.
Shrunken.
Yes, well, shrunk and then chopped off, of course. You gotta wrinkle those raisins before you pluck them, you know?
Yeah, you gotta raisin them.
Ugh, I didn't like anything that I just said there. You gotta wrinkle those raisins before you pluck them.
Yeah, you gotta suck the juice out before you snip.
That's right, yeah. And everybody knows that's where the pee is stored, is in the balls. So after that, you never have to pee again. Get castrated, never have to pee again. Good deal.
Well, and then you never have egg on your face once you cut off the balls. Because if you don't get out the
yeah,
you just get it all over your face.
And you're never laying eggs on anyone else's face either, for that matter.
Yeah, they don't make an apron for that.
No, they don't have any aprons that say "Kiss me, I got no
But they should.
Well, head to pureboyspodcaststore.com, not the address for it, and buy our Yiz shirt. Buy our Yas Queen Get an Abortion shirt. You know.
Can we make aprons? Can we put all our shirts on aprons?
If we can, we will. From here on out, we will sell no more shirts. We will just sell aprons that say Thickwid and HPCD's Nuts. And what other shirts do we have?
Brothers with Benefits.
Brothers with Benefits, Haiti Rules. All the best t-shirts are on there.
I want all our t-shirts. Why won't somebody buy our t-shirts?
Why won't you buy them if you want them? I would wear a Brothers with Benefits shirt, in a heartbeat.
Oh, yeah.
Happily.
It's cool. The 90s are coming back. It's got a little that hip flavor. It hits you with a little bit of 70s because of the shadow play. Mm-hmm. It's got everything.
Well, and it looks like it would be a sign that's above a community center in an inner city area. You're going to Brothers with Benefits this afternoon? Yeah, can't wait. The Dickie D-Man's going to be there. Exciting stuff.
You're looking for players to play in the championship game in Mighty Ducks 2? This would be a great community center as Brothers with Benefits.
Oh, yeehaw! I don't play with women, coach. Get Julie the Cat Gaffney off this team. Yeehaw!
At least bench her in shame forever.
And tell her why you're benching her. Oh, I'm sorry. Rancher Dwayne, our newest recruit, says he won't play with women. Look, Julie, I know that you left Bangor, Maine to come play for this team and play for Team America, but I gotta tell you, Rancher Dwayne carries a lasso on the ice. What did you even do in the second movie besides stop one goal, I think?
One penalty shot. That's it.
Yeah.
She was so much better than Goldberg, by a Texas mile.
Yeah, for sure. But
she's from Bangor, Maine.
But Rancher Dwayne had he came in and he was like, yeehaw, I got this Texas oil money, coach. I'm gonna buy the team. My daddy's gonna buy the team New Jerseys as long as you kick all these women straight to the bench. And Bombay's like, what women?
Well, they taped a bunch of balls to them.
Exactly. And Julie stopped one slap shot. Good for her. Rancher Dwayne saved a life.
Yeah. That was definitely going to end up in death, no matter what.
Like, Connie Moreau was about to just get, like, ravaged by these Icelandic monsters, and Dwayne stopped them. He lassoed them and said, "No way! I love this lady as long as she's good in the kitchen."
And they were monsters. The Icelanders were definitely the undead, brought back to life from the Viking era.
Of course, that's the thing they don't. That's the like. There's there's famous deleted scenes in movies.
Yeah.
There's that whole deleted sequence in Mighty Ducks 2 that shows Hans. No, who's the coach of that team?
Dentist.
The dentist.
The Wolf Stanton.
Yes, that's right. The Wolf dentist, the Krentist. And he does a ritual with Iceland's very nice and Greenland's covered in ice lady, and it brings all these Vikings back from the day. They slap skates on them, they go, "Yeehaw, let's play some puck."
Yeah, you have to zoom in very closely to some of the shots of the Icelandic skaters to see, like, the stitching and the bruising and the growling, but, like, it's there.
Oh, yeah. They're all a bunch of Frankensteins, ultimately. And, like, when I say he did the ritual, I mean he dug up a bunch of bodies and sewed all the best hockey pieces back together to make these super players.
He's the dentist. He sewed them all together. Iceland. They're the hockey team adventure.
This week, we're talking about minutes 45. That was a beautiful song.
I thought so.
I admire you for thinking on your feet with that one. Very good. I feel like you said it's the dentist, and you went, "Oh crap!" First line, worst line. Where am I going to go from here? And you nailed it. You figured it out. So congrats, kudos.
Well, I wrote that one down.
Oh well,
that was pre-planned.
Well, you. How's that sound? This week we're talking about chance minutes 45 to 50. If you remember from last week, Alli was going full Joker at the end, just burning it all down, being like, "Oh, if you like women, you just like them for their breasts and their bodies." And Justin's like, yeah. I'm more of a wing and thigh man, but whatever.
I like to crack them in half.
Call me God. I like to crack them right in half. When I'm done with them, there's nothing left. That's
I wonder if anybody's ever tattooed God on their dinger.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a meth head somewhere that's done that for sure. Absolutely. He did it himself, I bet.
That'd probably get him to heaven, though. Like, God's got to see that in person.
Well, yeah. I mean, it kind of feels like coveting something or like worshiping a false idol in a way, like.
Yeah, but it's God.
Yeah, but that's so. that's
the
like,
idol is real.
That's like the first or second commandment is don't write God on your dinger and then worship it and kiss it every night before you go to bed. Don't do that.
I always go back to so as it is on earth, so as it is in heaven. So the lines are mixed on that one.
That's fair. If that's the phrase you always go back to, I always like to go back to that famous God phrase, "Bustin' makes me feel good." And we all know that God loves to bust. He invented the bust and he loves it. She invented it for sure. He. Big beard. Big beard, white hair, white skin. God. That's what we're talking about here today.
Mexican.
No. White as the lily
my
white.
God's Mexican, okay?
Well, my God is a chocolate butt, all right? So get off my back about it.
You're coming in hot today. Is everything okay?
No, I wanted to do 2 episodes today, and you only want to do 1.
Well, let's do 2 then.
No, I don't want to anymore.
Great.
So we get to see the aftermath of Alli just watching the world burn, and it pretty easy. She just goes, "I gotta go," and then leaves, and that's the end of it. So easy peasy.
That's a pretty good line to leave on, though, and to start our episode with is "I have to go."
I gotta go
because that's clean.
Exactly, yeah. It's the only clean thing you're going to get out of us today.
Oh, definitely. We're a couple of rude dudes today.
My wife told me the other day that she knows when I have to take a poop because when I get up when I get up to go do that, I always say I have to go to the bathroom, or I'm going to go to the bathroom. But if I have to pee, I just go, I got to go take a squirt, or I got to go pee or something like that. But if I got to take a dump, I always just say, I got to go to the bathroom. And she knows now, oh, give them time after. Like, do not go in there for, a couple of minutes afterwards.
You guys should get a sign or something. Maybe an LED.
What would it say? What would it be for?
Like poop or pee?
Oh, like the sign. So I'm picturing a on-off sign, and then one
LED.
side says poo. One side says pee because it's easy and first. The other side says poo, and then you flick the switch to highlight which one you're doing.
Yeah, and there's a knob for both. Probably a dimmer on it too.
Well, there's definitely a knob somewhere for sure, yeah. So you're saying if I put the switch halfway in between them, both will poorly light up then?
Yeah. Poorly. Very poorly. When, as a society, did we pick switches over knobs, baby?
I don't know, man. That's a question for a history major, not a man who has been alive, not the first man who was ever made. More of a history major.
That's pretty fricked, if you ask me.
That we choose switches over knobs?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want knobs, baby. I want knobs, baby. I want knobs, baby.
All right, we're cutting that out and playing it everywhere that you go. You walk into a room, the first thing you're going to hear is your own voice going,
I want knobs, baby. That'd be a good doorbell. Imagine hearing that muffled inside.
Every time. So you go,
Yeah.
geez, that Steve is sure yelling about knobs a lot. Every time I come over, he's yelling,
I want knobs, baby.
Put those knobs in my hands, baby.
We need to get more inventive with our doorbells, people. Get with it.
I agree. We got standard ding dong. We got a buzz. We got La Cucaracha. And then that's pretty much it.
We have a doorbell that does La Cucaracha. And my wife said, I want knobs, baby.
Yeah, that's anybody who gets a car horn that has La Cucaracha is you're pressing that once to show your friends how cool it is, and then you're hoping that you never have to use it ever again, in traffic, or God forbid you have to express something to someone in another car, and the only way you can do that is through La Cucaracha. What a life that would be.
Well, imagine if you're living in Vancouver, Haiti,
Sure.
and those guys use their horns like it's going out of style. La Cucaracha for a very crazy accident type situation would be fun.
If everywhere you went, let's say you go to New York and you're in the Big Apple and you're walking
the
around.
Bayou.
All the cabs are blowing La Cucaracha everywhere they go. You'd feel like you were on a Mexican safari, living that siesta life.
Oh, it's like I'm on a Mexican safari. That's why I come to New York.
I want to get
a
away.
Hot dog.
Some street meat and La Cucaracha playing out of every car I see. That's my vacation.
That's my Mexico.
I want to get away from the big city, head to New York, and take in some of that sweet Mexican culture up there.
La Cucaracha, La Cucaracha. That sounds fun. City should mandate that. I feel like it'd be some liberal tard city like Denver or something.
Portland or some nonsense. Yeah. Good luck, Portland. Good luck, West Coasters, in the coming future climate wars. Good luck, guys. You're gonna need
nobody's
it.
gonna take you serious with you. La Cucaracha. Freaking bells everywhere.
If I became the president of Haiti, if I was the next in line after Wyclef Jean for president of Haiti, I would definitely make all of my motorcade have La Cucaracha in their cars. How people would write about the La Cucaracha president forever, to the point where people will forget what La Cucaracha is and they'll think it's a thing that President Adam Fokker did. That's what they're gonna think. And they'll be wrong. Well, they'll be right about that, but I didn't invent it.
I would mandate all sirens and loud noises in the entire country get replaced with La Cucaracha. Ambulances would be louder and more annoying, but it would still be La Cucaracha.
But how would you know? See, that's the problem, though, is you can't have... Oh, so it's just a much higher pitched La Cucaracha. Yeah. Oh, God. Wait, how about this? all the car horns are the cucaracha, but the sirens are like the Mexican hat dance song.
What's that again?
That's the one's like
Yeah.
right? That's pretty fun. You're dying in an ambulance racing through the streets of Haiti listening to that song. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, or New York.
Or New York, the Big Apple.
Yeah, I love it.
Please rate my New York accent on a scale of 1 to 10.
I already love it. Is that a good enough rating?
That's a 10 for me.
Yeah, that's a 10 for me.
Hey, that's a 10 for me, buddy.
Yes, I'm super picky.
Hey, I'm Chizjism. Boy, we've really invented a show with some catchphrases, huh? None of them are going to take on, but,
No.
they've ruined...
Haiti rules, mate.
Oh my God. Hey, Haiti rules, mate. I do have to say, though, the other day I was at the grocery store picking up just like a couple of things, and the lady behind the counter, and I should have called the police on her actually for this, she wished me a Merry Christmas, and instinctively I responded to her, "Oh, Merry Christmas, oranges," and then I left. And like, it wasn't until I was halfway to my car that I went, I think I said Merry Christmas, oranges to that woman. And the more I thought, I went, yeah, I definitely said Merry Christmas, oranges to her. Well, good for her.
Oh, man, I can't believe we can't, like, post on Craigslist and find that person like you could back in the 2000s.
A missed connection. Yeah, that would have been,
yeah.
God.
Did you get Merry Christmas Oranged?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you the criminal that wished me a Merry Christmas and got a Merry Christmas oranges back? Then write in. Be my second wife.
Be my second wife. Oh. You gotta have more than one. You're just gonna cut this all out, aren't you?
Yeah.
So they'll never know.
They'll never know. That's just for you and me, Papi. I'll even say your real name. Nah, I'll cut this out. Don't worry.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
So last week, Alli Cat lost her mind. This week, she's on a... Well, this week, she's really blowing it. There's some hilarious stuff that happens in this 5 minutes. And... I know I've said this before, but this is arguably the biggest cliffhanger that we've ever been left on.
Yeah, this was probably my favorite 5 minutes of watch. Yeah.
I agree. To the point where when it ended, you were like, no! Like you were...
I had to find out. I wanted to know.
Well, I think... I guess we won't find out until next week.
Yeah, I guess.
So...
Bye.
What?
Bye.
Yeah, bye. Yeah, this episode's only 19 minutes long, and I'm going to cut out 2 minutes where I said your real name a bunch of times.
Yeah, a bunch of times.
More times than I should have, actually.
Well, yeah, but that's okay.
That's okay. What happens in this 5 minutes?
I don't know. Victoria Jackson comes in and says, hey, good job, everyone, for staying here for only a week. This has only been a week, and it's felt like forever.
Yeah, that's maybe the craziest revelation we get in this whole thing is that this camp is 2 weeks long, but not 2 consecutive weeks. And
there's a week in between.
Yeah, there's a week in between where you just go home. And then like a new crop of kids come in for the second week. But everyone's talking like I thought that they spent the whole summer there. That's the way they were pitching it. They were like, oh, you're going to spend the summer at Camp Timberlake.
Well, they haven't made any other plans, and they still got pretty much the whole summer to, like, figure out how to pay rent.
Yeah.
They don't talk about paying rent at all in this movie.
Yeah, considering that, like, Alli Cat is a dental hygienist, like, in training. She's not even employed by that place. She's, like, on a work term or something like that. Like, she's in school right now. So how are they affording that dope-ass loft? And will what's-her-name's grandma die soon so they can collect that inheritance and continue paying for that dope-ass loft?
That's why they're so concerned about the grandma, is because they need the inheritance in order to pay their rent. Now this movie makes sense.
Exactly. Grandma is... update on Grandma. Grandma has slipped into a coma, and they don't know why. So... don't worry, we're heading for death.
Nah, she's gonna be all right.
Nah.
She's gonna be fine and kicking at the end. She's probably gonna like marry Justin and Alli at the end, while in a coma, maybe.
Yeah, and it turns out it's Glam Mother.
With tape all over her.
What a coup to get Glam Mother for chance.
We're just going to be expecting Glam Mother to pop up from time to time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the odds are in her favor, as they say.
Time isn't. Ooh.
Oh, God, no time. No, time is her worst enemy. Other than, like, blood sugar, but...
We see Electric Ethan for a hot second, and it sucks.
Yeah. I think my exact words were, go eat a bunch of rotten eggs, Ethan. Become rotten eggs, Ethan.
Yeah, we had to go back and watch some parts again because you were telling us how much rotten eggs Ethan has.
Yeah, that's right, listeners. I can't shut up even when we're not recording. I need to talk. Figure it out.
Well, when the mic's right there, we got to talk, right?
That's right. When the mic is in your mouth, you have to talk.
We try to talk quietly during the watch, but it's kind of tough.
Yeah, but then sometimes someone does some dumb move and we got to talk about it, you know? Like for instance, Justin at the end of camp, at the end of week 1 of 2, Justin's like, hey, Alli's like, hey, will I see you at church this Sunday? And Justin's like, well, I don't know. If you're lucky, you might. And she's like,
just say yes.
No, he's going to flirt. Do you not remember flirting?
Nah, I always cut right to the juice.
Yeah, well, I know. We know how you flirt. First date, stand up, take your dinger out, tell them you love them. That's
spaghetti, mandatory. Meatball, mandatory. Has to be one big meatball.
That's right. And that's how you're describing your garbage. You're going, spaghetti, mandatory, meatballs. It's just one big meatball.
Yeah,
and you're at
my invitation.
And you're at Eastside Mario's while you're doing this. You mad lad? That's lunacy.
And I'm halfway there to getting laid.
Yeah, that's their slogan at Eastside Mario's. Hey, here at Eastside Mario's, you're halfway to getting laid.
Which works. It works on a lot of people. People want to get laid.
Bro, I gotta say, that's not a terrible slogan for a restaurant. I mean, obviously, it's an inappropriate slogan, but who wouldn't want to eat at a place whose slogan was, when you're here, you're halfway to getting laid?
Consensually. They'd probably have to put a star or an asterisk.
Well, or they just write consensually in big, big block letters underneath it. Maybe the restaurant is called Consensually, and their slogan is, when you're here, you're halfway to getting laid. Consensually.
Yeah. And they show an anus and a vagina. So they're being inclusive.
Well, they're excluding one genital that, spaghetti, check. One big meatball, check.
You talking about the mouth?
I'm talking about your big meatball. I'm talking about your chorizo sausage.
No, I don't think punctuators count.
Okay.
It's all what takes. I'm more of a loose anus. So...
Here he goes again with his loose anus talk. It's like, geez, you can't even get 5 minutes into a conversation with this guy without him bringing up his loose anus.
It's the only thing that separates you and me. I got to talk about my Cauchy's spine and my loose anus. Okay?
It's the only thing that separates us from the animals is how loose or tight our anuses are.
Oh, Sertinuses.
Did you ever think about that? How loose like a hippo's butt must gotta be, right? Gotta be kind of loose.
For what?
For what? For pooping, silly. Did you just ask me what a butt for is? I'll tell you what a butt for.
Okay, I've seen definitely huge butt mud from a rhino. So you're right. I'm guessing it would have to be looser.
Butt mud?
Yeah.
All right, butt mud. Fine. I can live with that.
I don't think they take solid stuff.
You don't think a rhinoceros takes solid dumps?
No, I don't think he looks down at a big log and goes, "Oh, that's healthy."
I don't think he looks down at a big log and goes, "Oh, that's the diameter of a dinger I could put in my butt, huh? All right, well, now I know, I guess." You've done that, right?
Yeah, but we could do that.
Yeah, when you take a really big dump and you go like, "Oh, that's like, I guess that felt good going out. Maybe a dinger that big would feel good going in. Maybe, I don't know."
Well, it goes together. It's 1-to-1. There's no other things going on there.
Well, exactly. And the muscles only move one way, so that's looser. It's not tighter.
Guess.
It's not tighter, I'll tell you that much.
Okay, so
hey, you started us down this path.
Big logs.
You started us down this path, my man. I didn't start talking about my loose butthole. You did. So live.
You brought up the rhinos.
You made your bed. It's time to lie in it, pal.
Do any animals take big logs?
I don't fucking
It's
know.
all soft. It all seems like it's coming out soft.
It's all science, man. I don't know.
All right, we'll move on.
Yeah, yes, and. So, you know, what else happens in this? Alli asked Justin, hey, you coming to church? He goes, well, maybe. We'll see. Maybe I'm the priest now. And he flips down some sunglasses he had on or whatever. But then later on, Alli is out for lunch with her roommate. And her roommate, who is not religious, goes, hey, Alli, you think I could come to church with you sometime? And Alli goes, yeah, that'd be amazing. And she goes, how about this morning? And Alli goes, oh, Justin's going to be in church.
The crux. The crux of the movie.
It's so hard. It's so hard to lie in 2021.
Well, this is what's going to kill Grandma probably, is the fact that she doesn't get to go to church. Grandma dies.
Yeah.
Allie's blamed.
Mm-hmm.
Allie's killed.
Well, Grandma's one prayer away from like having a miracle happen. And if Alli would have let her roommate come to church, she could have got that miracle and survived. Instead, dies and goes straight to hell.
It needs to be today. And then Grandma dies.
Yep.
Grandma haunts Alli.
That would be great. If Grandma haunted Alli, but only to like mess with her dating life, like just started messing with her profile and like changing little things in there.
Wikipedia.
So yeah, Alli is like, no, you can't come to church because the guy I'm lying to using your face is going to be there. So, but like, put her in a disguise then or something, like muck up her, cut her eye out, or put a hat on her or something.
Yeah, put a hat on her.
Just let her wear a hat in church. What's God gonna do?
Well, this movie hasn't been very exciting, and it had a huge budget, so I'm assuming this is leading to a face-off situation.
You mean where Alli and her roommate cut each other's faces off, and Justin has to face waterfall them to figure out which one's the real one?
Yeah, but it doesn't really work because then...
I mean, well, it doesn't really work because they don't have the same body type. That's the biggest thing.
Body swap.
Oh, like cut their heads off and put them on the opposite bodies?
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's good for one of them, but much worse for the other one. See if you can guess who.
Well, if Iceland could do it.
Iceland's covered in ice, and Greenland is very nice.
Very true.
No, that's wrong. It's Greenland's covered in ice, and Iceland's very nice. I screwed it up. Right. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna have an orange, I think.
That is what we're missing today. You owe us 5 Christmas oranges in this episode. I just want you to know. You owe us. You owe me and the listeners 5 Christmas oranges so we can get to 100 before Christmas. I just want you to know that.
The only people I owe are God and my accountant.
Hey. You should always pay your accountant. Don't stiff them. Always pay them.
Double it.
Well,
whatever he charges you, double it.
Get yourself a really good one and then pay them out the wazoo.
That's the key to being rich.
That's right. The key to losing your friends is to lie to men and then screw your friend out of forgiveness by lying about a man. And
have
your
really is a man liar.
Well, and I love the fact that her roommate goes like, I have never believed in God. And the one time I try to reach out to God, you tell me I can't go to church because of your lie. And I went, yeah, you bitch, that's what happened.
To save her grandma. Nah, not gonna happen. Love is more important.
Well, not even love. Lies are more important. It's not love. Justin can't be in love with this person because he doesn't know who she is.
It's certainly lust. He's got lusty eyes, for sure.
For sure. If you're physically attracted to someone and mentally attracted to them, and then they and then you're in love with them at that point, and then they go through like a disfiguring accident or they put on like 400 pounds or something like that, you'd still love them because you already have that like years of rapport with them and history with them, not some guy you've been talking about like how your favorite movie's The Princess Bride or whatever dumb garbage they've been talking about. Like, it's been a week. You don't know him.
You haven't even been to Eastside Mario's yet.
Well, certainly. And that's the biggest problem. They haven't gone on a date, period.
Mm-hmm. I have no notes after that happened. I have no idea what happened.
Well, then we go to church.
Right.
And then Justin sees Alli and is like, hey guys that I'm talking to, off. I gotta talk to Alli real quick. I'm in love with this woman. And she comes up to him and she goes, Justin, I got something I gotta tell you, and I gotta tell you right now. I gotta get it off my chest. And it's maybe the most important thing I'll ever say in my entire life. And then the 50-minute mark hits and we have to stop watching it, and we'll never know what she was gonna say until next week.
I was so engaged. I was engaged to be engaged.
I'm in love with love.
Mm-hmm. I love love.
Oh, me too. I love love. Hey, in case you're listening, in case you're wondering, I love love.
We love love.
What else? Is that it? Do we got anything else to talk about for this?
No, we don't have Beggar Vance to do, so let's cut her.
Well, should we do a Who Was the Beggar Vance on last week's chance?
Do we remember what happened on last week's Fast Chance?
I mean...
Fast Chance?
Yes, I can tell you who the Beggar Vance was on last week's Chance, 100%.
Okay.
It was Justin.
For why reasons?
Because he is the ghost of a dead black caddy, and he was the one who... Boy, this would help if I'd seen The Legend of Beggar Vance and I knew who Beggar Vance was beyond a name.
You've never seen The Legend of Beggar Vance?
No. I know it through...
It's a good movie.
Well, I'll have to watch it before we do our next regular episode so we can announce who the Beggar Vance was on it.
It's very spiritual.
Is it?
I would have to say that the Beggar Vance of last week's episode of Chance was El Chapo's kid.
I didn't want to be brave. Oh, yeah, that is something else. The little girl that Alli says to be brave is like, well, I'm worried that when I go home, I won't be brave. And Alli goes, why are you worried about being brave at home? Not even realizing, like, the Pandora's box she just opened. Like, that kid could have said any number of horrific things. And what she said instead was, oh, sometimes the kids in pre-K are kind of mean to me sometimes. Oh, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Poor.
We were sweating through our...
We were. It got hot in here.
Yeah, but you're going to expect some bullying when you're El Chapo's kid.
Of course, yeah. She's, I'm brave enough to stare down the DEA, and I'm brave enough to love my dad, El Chapo. That's what she says.
Cute. Very cute. She
Precocious.
says it with big, watering eyes. It's cute.
She's a real Abigail Breslin in terms of actresses.
Ding.
Oh, hey, bitch. Anything else? Hey, should we watch Legend of Beggar Vance on this show? Is it spiritual enough?
It's more like pagan.
Oh, that doesn't sound healthy.
No, pagans were great. It's just the Christians demonized them.
You